I sometimes shock people by saying that bandwidth is a lie.
Wait, let's try this again.
I think the biggest misconception that users have is that speed or bandwidth is the main thing that affects their day-to-day usage of the internet. And that's actually not the case.
So why isn't bandwidth the answer to better home Wi-Fi? To explain the reason that the newest breakthroughs in home internet service are, well, breakthroughs, we have to go back in time. Then, internet performance hinged on bandwidth capacity. It was like a single-lane road. All the tiny pieces of data could only go down one path. That's bandwidth. Today, the metaphorical single lane is now more like a 10-lane superhighway. So when people experience lag, like a video call freezing or an out-of-sync video connection, it's actually not a bandwidth issue at all.
Think of this as how long does it take for those big data packets to go from your house out to the internet and back?
That's latency. Most home internet networks are still built on a first-in, first-out model for data packets. Think of highway traffic trying to get off at a busy exit. And instead of each flow being a small car and treated equally, some flows are large semi-trucks with extra attached trailers.
And so the first-in, first-out model was developed for this era when you just had one computer and you didn't have to do any notion of fairness across devices and across applications.
In first in, first out, if a video download gets in line before the data packet of a streaming call, the download data goes first on the metaphorical exit ramp. The problem is, the download quality doesn't hinge on continuous connection, but the responsive video call does. This is why Xfinity has been focusing R&D work for over 20 years into how improvements to latency, can be implemented across the network. One key method is actively managing the queue of data packets.
Active queue management can identify interactive traffic by looking at some of the information in the packet headers and is able to make a decision about things that are highly responsive, like watching a live sports streaming event or a video conference, and need to move over into a separate lane where there's not any delay and that traffic can get there as rapidly as possible. Everybody gets access to the network, but those responsive flows suddenly have a great experience, which they didn't have before.
And it doesn't end there. Home Wi-Fi networks are about to take on a slew of new challenges, with increased demand for AI agents, cloud gaming, and more. But Xfinity is already a few steps ahead.
And the next stage of that is something called dual queue networking. And think about in your home network and in your gateway and in our network, there being sort of two lanes or two network queues. One that can be used as a fast lane, as it were, for interactive flows, and the other which is for your everyday traffic.
And now that you know what it is, latency might already be in your rearview mirror.
At Xfinity, one of our goals is to solve network problems that users may not have noticed or realized that they have, or it's something that we know is a problem that they will face in several years, and so we're going to try to address it before they even experience it.